And there you have it. Prague Lake. Lake Prague. Lake Havasu. No. Yep. Alright, here we go. Good morning to you. Welcome back. And greetings from Spokane, Washington. I-90 eastbound, of course. How y'all doing? So yeah, Lake Sprague, I think it was. Was it Sprague or Prague? I think it was Sprague. Sprague Lake. I don't know. There wasn't much to it. I hesitate to even call it a lock. It was no big lock at all. Yeah, it was pretty small out there, pretty barren, but no, whatever. It was a very comfortable rest area to stay at, nice and quiet. Got to actually shut the truck down. I actually shut the damn truck down last night and slept like a baby. It was very, very nice. Yep. It's actually been a little while since I did that. I think I've mentioned before. You know, it's like I get worried about draining the battery and stuff like that. But I figure, well, you know, it's about probably time I ought to go ahead and just test it out. Didn't need the AC on or anything. It was, you know, in the 50s. So, and it was no big deal. Truck fired right up. First thing when I got up. So, worked for me. I think the only kind of thing that bothered me in the middle of the night was a truck came pulling in at like 2 a.m. and when it came pulling in, he I don't know what the hell he was doing. It sounded like he was trying to fit his truck into a spot somehow, so he was doing all this, you know, it wasn't like he just pulled in, set his brakes, and then chilled. You know, it came pulling in and must have had to reverse and forward, reverse and forward. So you kept on hearing his brakes, you know, go off and stuff. You know, and then he left his truck running for a while, and I was like, this mother sucker. I think, yeah. Actually, I don't think he ever did shut his truck off, so I freaking had to close my windows and all that. But other than that, it was pretty cool. So yeah, that's all right. And then I think I overslept a little bit today. I actually did oversleep a little bit. Freaking, I don't know, hit the wrong button on my alarm or something. So we didn't have much time to get out of the truck and play around, but we did play around a good bit last night. Actually got him off the leash over in the field over there and got to play some ball, and he got to run around and get all wet and messy and come back in here and get towel dried and hung his towel to death, and then it was bedtime. Good old Spokane. You know, it's funny, you know, sometimes I go places and I'm like, have I been here before? I'm pretty sure that I've come up this way before, but not actually through Spokane. I've come within spitting distance of Spokane before, but not actually Spokane itself, I believe. Months ago, when I was doing all the Amazon stuff. Tuesday, June 10th, 2021. I mean, it's already almost the middle of the month, just like that. Current local time here in Spokane, 9:50 in the a.m. Got 57 degrees out here under this cloudy sky, and at an elevation of about 1,900 feet. And let's see, what did we leave ourselves with? About 1,400 miles. Back there from Sprague where we left, it was a little bit high, about 1,400 plus, maybe 1,435 or something like that. So we're down to actually 1,382 right now. Out to our delivery in Minnesota. Indianapolis specifically. So we will likely be arriving tomorrow evening in the Minneapolis area and setting up a delivery appointment for Saturday morning at some point. And then from there, continuing on out there to Plover, Wisconsin. I think that's what it was, Plover. Sounds right. Don't let me forget, I'm going to need to get fuel here pretty soon. I'm down to under half tank, so I got about 300 miles before I need to get fuel. So just whatever happens, don't let me forget to stop. Yeah. I think there's actually a TA right around here in Spokane, but I honestly just don't feel like pulling into a TA in Spokane. Spokane Valley. Aha. Okay, so we've changed it from Spokane to Spokane Valley now. Alright. Yep. So, I don't know. I figure we'll go ahead and put you back down here for a bit. I still need to kind of wake up, finish off my coffee and whatnot. So, we'll hyperdrive you through some of this or something like that, and then we'll see you all down the way. So, enjoy. to Idaho. Welcome back. And let's see here, what are we gonna call it? Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Yes, indeed. We just went by Coeur d'Alene Lake over there on the right. I kind of tried to lazy eye you over there so you can get a little visual on it, but not. And I'll tell you what, yes, this is beautiful Idaho up there, man. I'll tell you, it's yeah, it's pretty amazing. This is what I always envisioned of Idaho whenever I visited Idaho, rather than like down there in like Boise. And I mean, I'm sure there's areas in Boise that are very pretty and stuff, but it's pretty dry down there and stuff. This is, yeah, this is like wow. This is like wow Idaho right here. So, if that makes sense at all. Forgive me, I'm still working on my coffee. Idaho Panhandle National Forest. Pest management as low as $19.95 per month. That is an awesome deal. Give that guy a call. Come on, little Ford, jump on in there if you want it. You better do it. I'm not going to slow down for you. Nope, you ain't going to do it. You should have done it. 2,069 feet. All right, we'll see you in a bit. There we go. Welcome to Montana. It's a heck of a doozy of a drive, I'll tell you what. It's freaking amazing. Went through a town back there, this little ways back, and it looked like an old town, like it's been around for a while. It was called Wallace. I kind of lazy-eyed you to the right over there as we went by it, and I mean, you want to talk about old, right? they had what was called the Shoshone Courthouse over there, and I saw the sign out in front of the building, right? An old building, right? And that place was old enough that they were still using the letter V in place for the letter U, right? So it was spelled H-O-V-S-E, right? That's V used to be a U, right? That's where you get W from, right? Two U's, which were V's, so you get W, right? But yeah, that was a pretty awesome looking town right there. Amazing. Yep. And then there was like a little ways back also. If you noticed over there on the right shoulder, it was like a turnout. And there was, God, there must have been like 5 or 6 of those big, massive wind turbine blade trucks all pulled off on the shoulder in the same spot there. I mean, it's just impressive. I don't know. There was one at the rest area where we stayed at last night, parked over there, taking up, 5 spots or whatever, and it's just unreal. I mean, the size of the blades is unreal, but I mean the size of the whole contraption that they have, to haul that thing, it's just beyond everything. I don't know. You see them up close like that. You see them up on you see them up on the actual turbines, and you see them spinning and stuff, and they don't look that big. I mean, yeah, they look big, but they don't look like gigantic. You see them up close, man, and you're like, wow, these things are huge. Yep. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pull off at a rest area up here in about a mile. Interestingly enough, it's not for Max, it's for myself. For all the complaining and whatnot I've done in the past about, this dog, I need him to go further than 100 miles at a time. Here I am, I'm the one needing to get off the road this time, so. Yes, indeedy. Oh God, that's pretty funny. This cattle truck I've been like following since for like the last 100 miles. He's pulling off at the same spot. That's pretty funny. Thinks I'm stalking him. All right. So where are we? We're at Dina Mora rest area, eastbound I-90. Well, there you go. See you in a bit. All right, so we're still over here at this rest area. So I figured I'd go ahead and bring you in here for a special treat. Here real quick. Let's turn you around. Check out this freaking river. It's so freaking badass. Is this the same one I went down last time? I don't know. Seems different. Oh, this is a different one. I went down the different one. But look at this freaking water. It's just amazing. Let's go find the other one that I went down. It was kind of cooler. Yeah, it's amazing the stuff that you end up seeing because you got a dog with you. You know what I mean? You ain't got a dog with you. You ain't got no reason to come check this kind of thing out, right? So thanks to Max once again. Of course, he was a big chicken about coming down here. All right, here we go. Crazy, yeah? Yeah, beautiful. It's so freaking clear. It's so crystal clear, the water. I know, it doesn't do it justice on video. I know. Try not to drop it in the water here. And I mean, you know, that's just one little river, you know, along all the other big ones out here. It's pretty crazy, pretty amazing. So anyways, there you go. Just figure I'd show off for you. All right, so I gotta run back to the truck, so we'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, playtime is over. So that was cool. That was actually awesome. Max wants to stay, and I don't blame him. I want to stay too. As I speak, we're in what's called St. Regis, Montana. Just across the state line from Idaho there, of course. I-90E eastbound. What time we got? 11:54 now in the AM. That's amazing. 57 degrees outside, 3,750 foot elevation. And 1,288 miles out to Minneapolis. Oh, they got cherries for sale out here. Oh, that's interesting. Wouldn't think cherries would grow out here. Well, I'll tell you something. The nature of the trees out here, it's so much different than like, you know, even just in Washington, you know, like or like Colorado or, you know, California. I guess maybe these are more like, of course, pine trees, you know, some redwood in there, I imagine, but they just have a different appearance to them, the leaves and stuff, you know, the nature of the way they grow. It's pretty cool. It really is. Pretty amazing. Sorry, you know, I mean, like, the little things get me, you know what I mean? Like, the little things in life is kind of cool. There's that river we just were looking at a minute ago. I probably couldn't see it. So this trip right here, this is a first for me in Montana, and it's a first for me on I-90 east of let's see, east of 82, I guess. I think, like I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure I've been up in the Spokane area before, but I just went up there and went back down, I believe, on the 82 or whatever it was. So yeah, this will be a first for me in Montana and whatever, North Dakota, South Dakota, etc., Minnesota. It's like we got a pretty good ways to get through Montana here. Yeah, so North Dakota, where's South Dakota? I guess right below North Dakota. Yeah, so we are not going to be going through South Dakota. We're actually going to be taking, let's see, the 90, where the 94 split is eastbound. We'll be staying on the 94. Okay, so going through North Dakota, through Fargo, which is awesome, right? And then into Minnesota, and then from there jumping over to Wisconsin. Yep. It's funny, I mean, you know, North Dakota, South Dakota, obviously you go, well, one is up and one is down, right? For some reason I had it in my mind that they were next to each other, like side by side. And I always kind of wondered, like, why do they call it North and South Dakota? But there you go. Yep. All right. Anyways, we'll see y'all later. Okay, hey there. Exit. Welcome back and greetings to you from TA, Missoula, Montana. Missoula? Is that right? Yes, Missoula. I keep wanting to say Missouri, Montana. Nope, it's Missoula. The one everybody knows and loves, I guess. So we got our fuel. And also picked up the thing for some dinner for later. Come on, brakes. Where's my brakes? My brakes are wet. Shit. Son of a bitch. Ah. Crap, that freaking light changed too quick. Come on, little beamer. You gonna go? I just sat there for like forever. Waiting for that light.
Turn right on I-90E East.
That's right, Sheila D. Thank you. Windows going up there, Max. Sorry, bud. Yep, so there you go. Good old Missoula.
Yeah. I-90.
It's like I thought I was going to go my whole life without ever visiting Missoula, but fortunately we can scratch that off the old bucket list there. So, yeah, that's about that. I don't know. Not a whole heck of a lot to say about it. Got our fuel receipt. Emptied the dog's tanks, one of his tanks, etc. And off we go. That's all she wrote. 45 degrees out here in Missoula. It's not that cold though for 45. It's kind of a warmish 45. You only need a coat because of the rain. 3,300 feet elevation. Wow, imagine that. We got now, let's see here, 2:56 in the PM. Looks like we've crossed over into Mountain Time Zone, of course. And 1,195 miles to go. Yep. 7 hours and 15 minutes of drive left remaining for today. So we still got our work cut out for us there. So that's about that. We will see you all later. All right, hey there, welcome back, and good afternoon and greetings to you from Butte, Montana, where it is still raining, eh? Oh my gosh, yeah, it is still raining. Yep. a big one. It's just a big giant cloud raining on us all day long, and well, shit. On top of that, welcome to Butte, Montana, where it is 37 degrees outside. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, very well could snow, I guess. I mean, there's white stuff up on top of that hill right there. I don't know if that's snow, but I guess it wouldn't surprise me none too much if it is. Huh. Yep, I am ready to be out of this rain, I'll tell you what. We're trying to, I was looking at the weather radar, and speed limit 35, seriously? It is. It's this big, massive storm system, and it is traveling east with us. So, yeah, we're gonna do our best to race our way out of it. And interestingly enough, we are currently running up I-15. It's kind of I-15, I-90 right now, kind of thing. But here shortly, it's going to be 94. So. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like that might be snow up on top of the little mountains right there. Yeah. Go figure. That's snow up there, just right on top of that little hill. Huh. Great. Yep. So, did I get you a time yet or not? I don't think I did. We got 4:49 now. Yeah. Told you the temperature. Told you where we're at. Elevation 5,600 feet exactly. Yep, as we pass mile marker 228, or exit 228, I guess. 1,066 miles to go out to Indianapolis. Yep, if it, man, I'll tell you, if it wasn't raining all day today like this, it would be making for a very much more enjoyable trip out here. I mean, the scenery is pretty incredible. It would just be nice if it was a little sunnier or something. But it is what we get. We get what we get. Home stake, 4 miles. Bozeman, 77. Billings, 219. Oh yeah. Why don't you just shut up? Did you ever think of that? No. Oh. No. You're gonna get socked, dog. That was really loud. That actually pierced my eardrums. Left my ears ringing. Knock it off. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Yep. All right. Well, gotta go. I guess we'll talk to y'all later. All right. Well, what did I tell you? Just like that. And I'm talking, it's been about 5 minutes since I just put you down. And it is snowing. Yep. Wow. Elevation 6,300 feet. And it is snowing here on June 10th, 2021, Thursday. Wow. Awesome. Continental Divide, elevation 6,393. What the sign said. .34 degrees. You're kidding me. They want the trucks down to 25 miles an hour coming down this hill. Wow. That's pretty ridiculous. We'll give them like 45 because honestly I'm just not that heavy. I got engine brake on high and it's over slowing me down. guy's got sprint cars behind his bus there. That's cool. They got a 75-mile-an-hour speed limit for cars right here, and 25-mile-an-hour for trucks. So that means a car that smacks into the back of a truck hits it at 50 miles an hour. Wow. Right? Well, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty cool little pass right there, though. Actually. Pipestone, 1 mile. The historic Sacagawea Hotel, Mountain's favorite. Okay. Alright, can we put the hammer down now? I think so. I think we're gonna go. Alrighty then, we'll see you all in a bit. Welcome and greetings to you from Billings, Montana. Yep, good old Billings. Sounds like, what's that guy's, just that random sitcom character's name, about the office workers or something, and it's like, Billings! Where's Billings? It's like, he's like the torpy guy. He's always making clumsy mistakes and stuff. Billings! Get in here! Get in my office! I don't know. It's just kind of... it's what comes to my mind, something from like a sitcom or something. Billings! Yep, good old Billings. So, yeah, geez. Well, yeah, Billings, where we have a tailwind. I was about to say where it's not windy anymore, but I just looked over and I saw the flag blowing. And so we definitely have a tailwind. I'll tell you what, back there about 50 miles, it was windy. It was windy. And I mean, like crazy mad wind, violent wind. So violent, in fact, that there was a truck and camper trailer that got knocked over in the westbound lanes, and likelihood he was probably going a little too fast for the conditions, I'm guessing. But sure enough, yeah, he got flipped over on his side over there, and they had to clean up the mess. And yeah, it was no joke. It was the thing is it was like super, like the wind was a consistent hardcore wind, but the gusts were freaking violent, like really violent, and they were coming from like kind of like multiple directions, so you couldn't really anticipate, like it'd be pushing you over to the right, and next thing you know, one comes and hits you from the left, so like maybe like swirling winds, I guess, I don't know. And what was funny was, so I had actually pre-selected the rest area back there, whatever little town it was. I don't remember. I didn't catch the name. I think it was like Gray View or something like that. I don't know. I forget. But so I pre-selected this rest area because Max was beginning to panic. Okay, Max, get down. And so we go to like, and it's right when it's like this windiest point, right? And so it was kind of like good timing, right, when we got to it. Like, okay, cool, we'll get off the road for a minute, get out of these winds for a minute. So we're coming up to the rest area, and there's a guy in a truck and just a pickup. I couldn't tell whether it was a official pickup or whether it was just some guy in a pickup, and he goes and he's like right there where the off ramp is, and there's gates, like just like any old road closure kind of gates, that they are able to put down, and like, so I'm pulling off, I'm pulling into the rest area, and he's like pointing at me, like pointing like to get, just not to take the exit, not to get off at the rest area. And I just blew by him. I was like, I'm not getting back on the interstate, So I blew by him, right? And what it turned out was he was actually closing the gates to the rest area, right? So whatever, so we pull in and park, and I'm not really thinking twice of it. And somebody on the radio pipes in talking about, yeah, fucking closing the gates, like, why are they closing? This is safe, safe haven. That's what the term is for it when trucks need someplace to pull off the road. It's made for anybody. Safe haven, someplace for you, like, we use that word when weather conditions are bad, the ice and snow, big storms, rain, or big winds, safe haven, it's just like a ship on the ocean, safe harbor, right? So somebody says something about it on the radio, and I didn't hear anybody respond, but so Max and I get out of the truck, and we go walking over to where the grass and stuff is, right next to the facility. Well, by the time we were getting over there, the guy in that little pickup who was closing the gates was pulling up over there. And so I go walking over to him. I says, dude, are you closing the rest area? He goes, yeah, power's out. I says, yeah, well, I says, the winds are kind of high. I says, some of us trucks need to get off the road. Like I'm under 10,000 pounds, man. We need to get off the road. And you're closing, safe haven. You're closing the rest area. What, why would you do that? It's like, and he didn't really have anything to say. It's like, dude, seriously, man. There's trucks out there that lighter than my load. I have like 10,000 pounds in the back. That's a light load for high winds. It's like 60-mile-an-hour gusts will tip this truck over. With shoot, less than 20,000. It'll do it, right? You're only really kind of safe in those kind of winds when you have like 30, 35, 40,000 pounds. 30,000 and up. So yeah, I said all that stuff to him, and he kind of just shrugged his shoulders and walked into the facility there, and then he got back in his truck, and sure enough, he went over to a crossover and went to the westbound side and started closing their gates. Like, man, well, I don't know what you guys are thinking. So what, the power's out? We don't care that the power's out. We need to get off the fucking road. And he goes, oh, that's right. Because he goes, yeah, he's like, yeah, there's a truck and camper over there tipped on its side from the winds. And I says, I know. Exactly. So why are you closing the freaking place where we need to go off the road? That's pretty good. So, yep. But, yeah, I guess it must be coming from behind us right now, because I am not feeling it, fortunately. But I sure did see them flags blowing. Billings, get in here! That's the guy at the rest area, his name. Billings, what are you doing? You can't close off the rest area? Jesus Christ, Billings. Sorry. So, here in a few miles, we're going to be hopping off the old 90 and taking the split to the 94 here shortly, I believe. I don't know how shortly. Fairly shortly. I mean, it should be freaking any minute, I figure. Let's see. Yeah, yep, it should be it should be in the next 2 miles, something like that. Well, anyways, I have a feeling I'm probably jabber-jawing a little bit too much here, so close this now for now. We'll see. I only got 2 hours left on the clock, so we'll be ending this day here soon. What do we got, anyways? What kind of time we got? 8:50 in the PM now. 66 degrees outside, 3,100 foot elevation, and really, we're down to 840 miles. That's pretty good, Kel. Yeah, with 2 hours remaining, we'll knock that down to 700. Piece of cake. Yep. Yep, here comes our split. We're going straight. So, anyways, we'll see you all at the end of the road here. something of a lightning show off in the distance. Looks like ball lightning, I guess, but it's kind of like a red color. It's pretty interesting. I don't know.
In 1¼ miles, keep right to the road.
But yep, it's time to close her down, shut her down for the night. Long day. Another long day. Sort of long day. What time do we got? 10:25 p.m. local. 64 degrees outside. Elevation about 2,600 feet. And we're getting ready to pull into this here rest area.
Keep right to the road. Arriving at Hathaway I-94 eastbound rest area on the right.
That's
Continue on the
right.
road.
Sheila D. Thank you very much. Hopefully there's a spot for us. We shall see. We will make a spot. There will be a spot one way or another, I figure. Maybe. Shit. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yep. Well, we got a bus and a camper. I don't know why they had to park on our side. So we're gonna have to do something like this, I guess. Let's see here, maybe we can pull up a little bit more out of the way over here. Right next to the no parking sign, I figure. No parking anytime sign, of course. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Are they really gonna come give us a ticket? I don't know. I suppose they could. They've done it before in California. All right, it's a wrap. I hope you all are doing very well. I truly do. And I hope you enjoyed today's adventure. And once again, we will see you somewhere down the road. So take care.